Have you ever wondered why someone starts missing you as soon as you give them space? 1 minute you're available, showing up consistently in their life, and they seem to treat you like an option. But the moment you pull back, boom, they begin craving your attention. It feels like flipping a switch, right? There's a reason why this happens, and it has everything to do with self-mastery and Stoicism. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about taking control of your life, owning your decisions, and letting them experience life without you. It's about valuing yourself so much that others start realizing what they lost. In this script, we'll dive into 7 compelling reasons why pulling away often makes people come running back, and how embracing Stoicism helps you transform not just your relationships, but yourself. Reason 1: the shock of your growth. Think about the dynamics in relationships. Often people get comfortable, friends, family, or romantic partners, because they believe they have you all figured out. They assume you'll always be there, always available, and always the one to cater to their needs. But when you step back and focus on your growth, it completely throws them off balance. You've seen it. You've been the dependable one for months, maybe even years. The one who checks in, makes the plans, and is always there when they need something. Then suddenly you stop. You stop texting, stop calling, and instead, you start chasing your goals, working on your fitness, excelling in your career, surrounding yourself with people who value you. What happens next? They panic. It feels like the ground beneath them has shifted. They didn't see it coming because they never expected you to grow without them. The shock of your transformation is often a wake-up call for them to realize what they took for granted. But here's the kicker. You're not growing for them. You're doing it for yourself. Your personal development isn't about proving anyone wrong. It's about becoming the best version of you. Reason 2: the magnetic pull of self-sufficiency. There's something incredibly powerful about being self-sufficient. In a world where people constantly seek validation from others, being truly independent stands out like a beacon. When you show that you're thriving on your own, it draws people in naturally. You've seen it. People who constantly seek approval from others, always needing someone to tell them they're enough. But when you step into your self-sufficiency, it's different. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone to make you feel valuable because you know your worth. This self-sufficiency is not about shutting others out. It's about standing tall on your own 2 feet and not needing anyone's validation to feel whole. The moment they realize you're happy without them, the dynamic shifts. Suddenly, they start questioning themselves. Why don't they need me anymore? What happened? Your self-sufficiency becomes magnetic, drawing them in because people are naturally attracted to those who know their own worth. Reason 3: unpredictability creates intrigue. We are all wired to seek out things that spark curiosity. When people can predict your every move, they stop paying attention. They assume they know you so well that there's nothing new to discover, and as a result, they stop investing effort into the relationship. But when you pull back and become less predictable, everything changes. You're no longer easy to read, and that uncertainty makes them sit up and take notice. They wonder what you're thinking, why you've changed, and what's going on in your life. This unpredictability makes them crave your presence even more because they're trying to solve the puzzle of why you're different. Being unpredictable isn't about being flaky or ghosting someone. It's about creating a sense of value. When you stop being the person who's always available and predictable, they start investing more to get your attention again. They start to realize that they need to put in effort to be a part of your life. Reason 4: absence makes your value clear. People don't always appreciate what they have until it's gone. When you're constantly present in someone's life, they may begin to take you for granted. They get comfortable with the idea that you'll always be there, always giving your time and energy. But when you step back and give them distance, it forces them to face a reality they weren't prepared for. You were bringing so much more to the table than they realized. Your absence gives them the opportunity to reflect. They think back to the emotional support you gave them, the joy you brought into their life, and all the moments when you were there for them. And now, without you around, they start to understand what they lost. This realization doesn't just disappear, it lingers, making them miss you even more. But here's the most important part. By stepping back, you're making a statement about your worth. You're showing them, I know what I bring to the table, and if you can't see that, you don't deserve it. Reason 5. Your growth becomes irresistible. As you focus on yourself and continue growing, something incredible happens. Your transformation becomes impossible to ignore. Whether it's picking up new hobbies, leveling up your career, or spending more time with people who value you, this growth creates an irresistible energy around you. People are naturally drawn to those who are constantly evolving and becoming better versions of themselves. When they see you thriving without them, it's a wake-up call. They realize that someone else might come along and appreciate this new version of you before they do. It's not about making them jealous. It's about living your life for you. Reason 6. They fear losing you to someone else. Once they see your growth, the fear of losing you to someone else becomes real. As you thrive, they start comparing their life without you to how it was when you were around. They realize how much better their life was with you in it, and the fear sets in. What if someone else sees what I missed? This fear isn't just about jealousy. It's about losing the security they once had, knowing you were always there. Now, that security is gone, and they're left wondering if someone else will step in and appreciate the new, evolved version of you. Reason 7. Your self-worth is unshakable. By pulling back and focusing on your personal growth, you're not only sending a message to them, you're reinforcing your self-worth. You're showing the world that you don't need anyone else to validate you. You don't need someone else to complete you because you are whole on your own. When someone sees that you're thriving without them, it forces them to reevaluate everything. They either step up and appreciate your worth or step out of your life completely. Either way, you win because you've grown stronger, more confident, and more empowered than ever before. At the end of the day, this journey isn't about making someone come back. It's about stepping into your power, embracing your growth, and understanding that your worth is not determined by anyone else's validation. When you give someone space, they may come running back, but by then, you'll be so focused on your growth that their return might not even matter. Remember, personal growth is about becoming the best version of you for you. The right people will recognize and appreciate your value from the start. Keep thriving, keep evolving, and let those who took you for granted realize what they missed.